Should you buy, wait, or skip Silent Hill F in 2026? Short answer, buy, but only if you know what you're signing up for. This isn't just another horror game, it's a bold reinterpretation of Silent Hill that marries eerie Japanese folklore with psychological storytelling, but it also stumbles in a few key areas that matter most for your playtime. Hi, I'm Explorer, and in a few minutes I'll tell you exactly who this game is for, who it isn't for, and how to get the best experience on PlayStation 5. This game is fantastic if you crave atmospheric tension, mystery, and storytelling that sticks with you long after the credits, and if you value puzzles and exploration over constant demanding combat. If you prefer fast-paced action, tightly tuned mechanics, and highly polished combat, this title may feel frustrating or repetitive, especially early on, so proceed with caution. Silent Hill is a visually striking horror experience rooted in mystery, folklore, and psychological unease. It's not a classic Silent Hill sequel in the traditional sense. It leans heavier into exploration, atmosphere, and symbolic narrative. Just be aware that combat can feel awkward and unresponsive at times. But if you prioritize tension, storytelling, replay value, and slow burn dread, it delivers in spades. So buy the game, but know your vibe before you commit. Early game tension is excellent. Eerie fog, muted soundscapes, and an unexplained atmosphere set the tone quickly. Pacing dips mid-game with slower low-heavy moments and longer traversal through some areas, and occasionally having to double back through other areas, but the finale regains momentum and makes playthrough loops feel meaningful. The game has multiple endings, which creates incentives to replay it, and given the ending of the game, you're going to want to revisit it again. Exploration is rewarding. It's the only way to uncover lore, the different environments help tell the story, and you find items you can use to upgrade your abilities at shrines. The combat works but isn't perfect. Some players found enemy hits inconsistent and the animation sluggish. I personally found the mechanics easy to learn and master, but unresponsive, and the animations are slow, so I chose my encounters wisely. Shrines are placed strategically across the map and allow you to save your progress and upgrade your abilities depending on your playstyle, which is a very good balance mechanism for survival horror games. The story is compelling, layered, and symbolic, with themes like identity, pressure, and myth underpinning the horror. Not every twist or detail will land immediately, but if you're patient, the emotional payoff is strong at the end. The game does an excellent job of keeping your guard up and keeping you in a constant state of unease by following breadcrumbs and trying to piece it all together. On PS5, choose performance mode over quality. It has smoother input and less frame rate stutter. Difficulty settings let you tailor action and puzzles, letting you choose between casual, story, and hard. Action settings can be changed at any time, however, puzzle settings are locked in at the beginning. The recommended settings are story for action and hard for puzzles to experience the game as intended. Subtitles, remappable controls, and adjustable HUD make this more approachable to new survival horror gamers. First playthrough will last about 9 to 12 hours. There are multiple endings, and New Game Plus significantly boosts replay value. This isn't a one and done title. If you enjoy digging into story branches, and if you want to understand the entire story, you have to replay the game at least 3 times. New Game Plus lets you play the game with all your upgraded abilities, and multiple areas previously inaccessible can now be explored. The game isn't perfect. Combat isn't as smooth as modern-day action titles, and some mechanics feel sluggish and reduce tension rather than enhance it. The heavy thematic content and difficult puzzles also mean this isn't a casual pick-up-and-play game for everyone. Lastly, horror fans who love jump scares may prefer other titles. Silent Hill F is more atmospheric dread than shock value. Expect about 10 hours for your first playthrough depending on your playstyle, and any subsequent runs can be shorter as you're more familiar with the game. But they will be equally, if not more rich, due to the new content available. Multiple endings encourage replaying the game, and it doesn't make it redundant. Again, buy the game. It's a strong, atmospheric horror with narrative depth, scoring a high 8.5 on my scale. It has a unique voice, mysterious writing, and multi-layered endings that stay with you for days afterwards. On my comfort meter, it's a 2. It's an intense atmosphere, and the mature themes make it for a very high mental load.
街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる。私たちの千鶴やどうしてこんな。中学校の方へ向かってそこから山道を登ろう。だいぶ遠回りになるが街は避けられる。よし、行こう。
If you found this useful, drop your thoughts below on are you playing Silent Hill F or still debating it. If you want platform-specific guides, performance tips, or comparisons with classics such as Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, hit subscribe and check my playlist down below.